Hi everybody, my name is Jovo Todorovic and I'm licensed tour guide in Montenegro already for almost 10 years. Today I'll be happy to show you a little part of my private tour that we have done today. Enjoy!
You get a lot of great views of sort of one bay.
We do.
But this is fantastic. You've got the bay and the sea.
Actually
in one picture. That's
from each side it's different and it's fantastic. So we got about 150 old women and men living in Perast, usually like the older families, and those are the most loved people in Montenegro because their relatives are visiting them every day, 3 times a day. Because each house, in a case that they sell it, costs almost 1 million euros. It starts.
Should we go visit some? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean those are the most popular brides in Montenegro.
It's only from here that you appreciate the architecture.
Yeah.
That you see the difference.
In the middle of the city there is a beautiful hotel which is like Grand Star, and it's known as the best one last year. Actually, the biggest minus about the Boka Bay are the earthquakes that were happening each 50 years, and they changed a lot of architecture, especially like the old palaces. Now we are at a fantastic spot, which is the exit from the Kotor Bay that way, and that is the place that every ship that visits Montenegro has to reach. Previously people didn't need any kind of video surveillance because they were spying on each other through the window, and it was really easy to have a lover like next door. You could just even like jump from the window to the window. Yeah.
I'd never appreciated the history really of the Russian Empire and the Ottoman Empire, and how over centuries, you know, the Russians and the Turks have been fighting. And here I am, and it erupts again in, you know, what is it, Kavono. These are bad, but these are nice because we're going down then.
When you're down,
ask me when I get coming back, when I'm at the top.
Port, you just need to say to your tourists that they need to climb up at the 10th floor, for example. Then they don't feel really satisfied. And this used to be the national sign of the kingdom during that period. Actually, like the eagle is the main symbol for basically each Slavic country.
Ah, yeah.
It can be just different color. Anything that you want to solve, any kind of problem, any transaction that you want to do, I don't know, to get any kind of documents, whatever you do in this country, you need to go for a cup of coffee. If you're in a hurry, nobody will believe you, nobody will speak with you. You need to be chilly, calm, discuss it, and after a little chat, get little friends, and then you will find the solution how to solve the problem or an issue. That's how it goes.
The best way.
Yeah. 750 euros, you can basically write here anything that you like.
On those 5 characters.
Usually road guys put
Yeah.
just like X, which is like the same like the password for the porn site, you know, something like that. Or you can just write your name like villagers do, you know, like for example Jovo 1, so everybody can know that Jovo is driving, which is pretty stupid. Drivers is something very rude. You see? It almost got stuck. It's like centimeters.
Fine, yeah.
The bordels where the prostitutes used to be on that side.
Oh yeah?
And the sailors, when they were coming back from their contracts, which were pretty long previously because ships were not having any kind of engines, just like by human strength. They were really missing to spend some time with ladies.
Some action.
Yeah. So after the action, after 9 months, the prostitutes were getting pregnant.
Yeah.
And they were getting kids with a different kind of physiognomy. So that's why they call them like the beautiful ones.
In this little village.
Yeah.
Doesn't look very big. It doesn't look big enough for.
Yeah. That's the bad legend existing here in the bay.
That's some history.
Yeah. But also the wives of the sailors or girlfriends were the same. Some of them were faithful. They were waiting for them. They're taking the window, which is watching to the sea if the ship will come back. And some of them were just straight ahead after he went fighting the first neighbor and having kids with him. The sailor is coming back and he's finding a strange man and new strange kids in his house and saying like, what the hell? Firstly, you need to buy a pig, of course, to feed that pig properly. So actually the masculinum of the pig, it needs to stay with a lot of meat, not a lot of fat. So you put a lot of grass while you feed. And after on, the short life of pig ends, and you take the legs. When you cut the leg, you cut it like making a circle so you can save the muscles, the muscle shape. And that's why it has a kind of form which reminds you of a little guitar, right? Then you need to massage it with a sea salt, and strictly sea salt. If it's just like rocky salt, then the taste is completely different. So you massage it, and then you put it under the press so all the liquid gets out from the meat, maybe for a few days, and then you need to hang it down the place. You take those ones along the place, and you put a fire, but it has to be controlled smoke without any fire separating, or if the smoke is way too hard, the meat will not be tasty. It will get pretty bad. So it has to be mild, and it has to be all the time. So the owner is not sleeping for almost 2 months, controlling the smoke, controlling the meat, and he's like taking a knife, taking a piece of meat, trying it, checking if it's enough salty, if it's already smoked, or it needs more time. And after all, you get the final product. Just pretend that you're a French guy.
Well, I don't want to give it a 5 because the problem, let me rate it after I've had all 3, because I might say 5 and then I could taste this and it's going to be like better.
the relics. Relics for a long time were kept by Romanov family, emperor's family in Russia. Actually, Emperor Alexander was taking care of them, and he took it from the Masons, from the Maltesians.
Alexander, son of Paul.
Yeah, and they stayed as a private relics. Those ones, the right hand and the piece of cross, and also the icon of the Virgin Mary, until the Empress Maria Feodorovna was in power, and she felt that the revolution is going to happen in Russia, so she decided to gift it to the Serbian royal family, and those relics then stayed as a private relic of the royal Serbian family until the Second World War. And then they bring it to Ostrog, the monastery which is on the north, high into the rock. And it stayed over there until the end of the war, when the secret police of Yugoslavia came and took it. And they put it over here into a special box of the secret police, and it stayed over there until our metropolitan decided to fight for it and to get it back to the natural place, which is a church.
I was asked what was my favorite part of today, and it was very difficult to pick one thing, because there were several things that were just purely like world class to see. So seeing the bay around Perast and the islands off Perast in the morning, and we just caught it at the right time after the rain, and the way the sun was shining, it looked amazing. Herceg Novi today also looked fantastic, but as we were going up King's Road on the 25 bends, there was one part where on one part of the bend you were looking at an amazing view, which I think was sort of the Tivat Bay Adriatic seaside, and then you went maybe 20 meters to another side of the curve, and now you're looking at like Kotor Bay, and within a short period of time you've just got two of the most amazing views, like one after the other, and that just completely blew me away, took my breath away. So just three things that, you know, I've traveled the world a lot, but in one short trip, 3-4 things that are just completely world class. Unbelievable.
If you like this video and this little trip that we have done today, please click the subscribe and the like button, and also down below in the link you will find how to find us and order such a tour. Thank you.